Hello guys, welcome to Thinking 8. Now, we are still looking at circle theory. In the previous videos, we looked at the first theorem, the second theorem, and today we'll look at the third theorem under circle theory. So, if you are new to this page, you can like the page and share with a friend. This is where we teach various subjects in mathematics, biology, chemistry, and physics. Now, today we are looking at mathematics and circle theory. Remember, there is also a live platform online where you can learn this direct and interact with the tutor. Now, welcome to this theorem. Now, this theorem states that angles in the same segment are equal. So, what does this theorem state? Suppose we have this line, okay? So this line meaning this is our chord. Okay, so this line I'm drawing is our chord. Then let us name it as AB. So we have this chord AB. So this chord AB divides the circle into two parts. There is this part which is bound by this arc. So this is a small part. Let me try to shade this part I'm representing. And then there is another unshaded part. Now these are what we call, so this is a segment. So this segment is a small segment. Even if this big area is also a segment, this big area is also a segment. So what are we saying? We are saying chord AB divides this circle into two segments. There is this small segment I've shaded, and there is this big segment bound by this bigger arc which I have not shaded. Now, according to this theory, it states that angles in the same segment, they are equal. What do we mean? Look at these angles. I'm going to have an angle here. Okay. I'll also have another angle here. I can even have another angle here. So AB, let me to name this C, and this is D, and this is E. Okay, so we have this circle which has the center O, and then in this circle we are using line AB as our chord. So using line AB as our chord produces two segments. There is this small segment I've shaded, and there is this bigger segment I've not shaded. Now, in this bigger segment I've not shaded, we find three angles. There is this angle here, there is another angle here, and there is another angle there. So in the big segment, look at these angles. We find angle AEB. We find angle ADB, and we find angle ACB. I want you to pay attention on these three angles. Angle AEB, so meaning we are talking about this angle. We are talking about this angle. We have angle ADB, so we are talking about this angle, and angle ACB, that angle. These angles, according to the theorem of angles in the same segments are equal, it means these angles are equal. Pay attention here. Why are these angles equal? Number one, these three angles, they are in the same segment. That is a segment produced by the chord AB. Now, what does this mean? It means that these angles, they are formed. If you look at angle AEB, so AEB, you realize that angle AEB starts from A, goes to A and B. Same as angle ADB. So all the three angles, they start from one same point, which is A, and they end on the same point, which is B. So for these angles to be equal, they should be sharing the same chord. They should be produced from the same chord. So look at all our angles: angle AEB, angle ADB, and angle ACB. They are starting from the same point A and ending on the same point B, meaning they are sharing the same chord. So angles in the same segment, they should be sharing the same chord for them to be equal. If another angle was to be produced which is not using this chord AB, then that angle will not be equal, much as it might be the same segment as other angles. So what does this theory state? For you to apply this theory, first you have to look at the chord which those angles they are sharing. If you find that there are angles sharing the same chord and they are in the same segment, then those angles are equal. This is a very easy theory. So what does this mean? It means angle AEB, angle AEB is equal to angle ADB equal to angle ACB. The reason is simple. Angles, why are we saying angle AEB is equal to angle ADB equal to angle ACB? It's because they are angles in the same segment. So by segment you have this bigger segment, and then you have this small segment here. So if you look at these three angles, they are found in this big segment. So meaning they are angles in the same segment. And this same segment, if you look at all our three angles, they are sharing the same chord. Therefore, angles in the same segment are equal. That's why I present all the three angles to be equal. So in case this is 30 degrees, I'm just assuming. If this is 30 degrees, then automatically even that one will become 30 degrees, even this one will become 30 degrees. I hope you enjoy this very simple theory. Just look at the chord shared by those angles which you can say they are in the same segment and they should be equal. Thanks.